There it is.
So loud.
Okay.
Did you have fun with that?
I love to jam out to that song.
And there's the baby. Garrett Christopher. Shush. Yeah, before we get into it all the way, like I just really I this Larsa Pippen thing is killing me. So like I
Try
have
that
to
again.
talk about
Who?
it. The Larsa Pippen and Michael Jordan
Oh,
and Marcus Jordan.
that you told me this morning.
Like I can't it's too funny.
Yeah.
I mean, she's winning the game. Like all the way winning the game.
She done.
So, okay, if you don't know, oh my God, we're echoing.
Yeah, we are echoing.
Jeff, shut your door. Shut your door. Thank you.
Garrett, come here and shut this door. Shut the door. Thanks.
No.
I mean,
good job, kid. No.
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you.
He
Love
did
you.
the best job ever.
So, Larsa Pippen was married to Scottie Pippen, who was Michael Jordan's like right hand man forever and ever and ever and ever. And okay, sorry. So, if they had a problem with each other while they were winning multiple championships and I know Scotty wasn't making millions of dollars, but Michael was making millions of dollars. If they had a problem with each other, you did not know about it. And this is the, 90 to 96. Like you didn't know that they had a problem with each other. Obviously now there's a problem with each other. So Larsa Pippen, and I don't know why, and I'm sure there's a million things out there that say why, divorced Scotty and then decided to start dating Michael Jordan's son, Marcus.
Youngest son.
And
youngest son.
And so they have a whole podcast together now. They have they're just talking about what her last name is going to be if they get married. Is it going to be, I don't know, Larsa Pippen Jordan? I don't know. I don't know what the last name. I have no idea. So this is just super, like, this is the ultimate, like, get back that I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, I kind of feel bad for Scotty because damn, man, like he held the Bulls down and now she's about to marry into the Jordan empire and also get like half of Scotty's Bulls retirement. Like I'm not like I don't think there's a bigger get back.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to be petty, I don't think there's a bigger petty. I just don't.
I'm just looking to see if they say why they got divorced.
I don't know why they got divorced.
It just says they called it off in 2016 and then reconciled before calling it
quits. Michael Jordan doesn't approve.
No, yeah,
2018
he said it somewhere on something that he doesn't approve of it, but he also hasn't said shit else.
So I mean, man's like 30 something, running his own business called the Trophy Room. So yeah, live your life.
It just says irreconcilable differences.
Does it say how old Larsa is? Because I know Scotty's like got to be pushing 60.
She's 49, I think.
What?
That's what I thought. I thought she was late.
She's 49 and he's 32.
Oh,
yeah.
So I'm
Well,
I'm
they're-
literally looking this up as we go.
If they're talking about kids,
No, I was looking it up too. I wasn't sure if you were looking it up.
Oh,
too,
I
so-
started as soon as she said a couple words.
Oh, okay.
yeah, like
Wait, so how old is Marcus? 30,
Mark-
32.
32.
He's younger than we are.
32?
Yeah.
32.
He's
So
younger than us.
if she wants, yeah, he's younger than y'all.
Yeah.
If she wants to start popping out babies, she better pull a Janet Jackson and start like doing whatever it is at 49. Like, yikes.
And all it says is that Michael doesn't approve. That's the only thing that's been said.
Yeah. Out of his camp, yeah.
Yeah.
But they trying to make Scotty look bad. I feel so bad for Scottie Pippen. I'm not, and it's so it's super it's super surreal to me. Garrett. Shh. It's super surreal to me because Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan to everybody in the world were best friends, and then all of a sudden The Last Dance came out and like they were even nice to each other in that. And then all of a sudden a year later they weren't nice to each other anymore. So I don't know what's happening, but damn, Larsa.
Do you think it was because The Last Dance obviously was all about Michael and not so much like it was about the team, but it was really about it was Michael's story?
I mean, of course it was about Michael. Like,
yeah.
yes, it was absolutely about Michael, which is why they made the movie about the Air Jordan shoes with I don't know who the freak was in it, but
Like Mike. Remember
Yeah.
that one with Bow Wow, Lil Bow Wow when he was little?
no.
Oh, that was such a good
But
movie.
I mean, yeah, I know what you're saying.
Where are
why
you
are
going?
you shaking? Why are you shaking your head? You don't know
Stay,
that?
stay on topic. Come on.
We're still talking about Michael Jordan.
I know, but you're going left field with it.
Still the same.
They did the Hi, baby.
Wow, he came in fast.
That's what he does.
But yeah, like no, it just Michael.
So do you feel like it's more of like keeping it in the family kind of?
Girl, I don't know.
Because they were that close?
Again, I say if they had an issue with each other, I mean, granted, back in the '90s and especially the 90s and the '80s, there was no social media. There was no way to like get to each other as quickly as possible. So there was no they couldn't put it out there that fast. The news media didn't have the tools to get it. So if they were mad at each other, but yeah, I don't know. It's super weird. I don't know how there's no like media that says like how Larsa, or if there is, I haven't seen it, how Larsa and Marcus got together, or if it
They confirmed relationship on Instagram in January.
yeah.
Oh.
Mhm.
No, I this year, right?
Yeah, it didn't say this year or not, but it says this January.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
when
know.
they came out stating it, they were like open with it, and then like Jordan's like
Yeah, I think it was before
want to
that.
be approval, not approval, but more like do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But probably like you should have kept it under wraps a little more than that.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Jordan doesn't do that. Jordan's not in the newspaper.
Keep that
Like,
crap.
you don't
Yeah,
see
he's
him.
not. No, he
Yeah.
did like commercials way back when, and then just dropped.
Yeah, he did Fruit of the Loom.
Yeah,
It was like,
and then he
Yeah.
was gone. And then he
Yeah.
was just gone. Like
Well,
living
and
his
then
life.
I think it came out when he got remarried, but it was very short and sweet, and then there wasn't really anything else that was said
He
about it.
don't do nothing. He minded his damn business.
it's
And
just,
he should.
but
Like most.
like live
It's
your
fine.
life. Like
yeah, like
just-
Jeter. Like you never
Yeah.
hear anything about Derek Jeter. You never, you know what I mean? And that's fine. And now that this is kind of all starting to happen, it's like, oh man, we all love Scottie Pippen too. Like you're making him look like a cuckold. You know what I mean? Like it almost. And I where did I hear it? I think I heard it on Vlad TV, where he was like, who was he talking to? Van Latham, and Van was like, "Yeah, uh, Michael Jordan probably orchestrated this." He was like, "How can I get back at Scotty for all this crap Scotty's saying about me? Oh wait, like, let me get my son on this.
Oh
Here's
yeah,
the
yeah. I think that's what they were all saying. It
yeah,
was like
like
he
here's
was
this
following the narrative
super."
of it, and it really wasn't what was the case was. It just happened to be
I mean, I don't
the
think that for 2 seconds, but also Michael Jordan has been known to be very calculating and has very specific goals and things. So, but also don't think that his number one priority would be like, let me get my son into your wife.
to be that petty.
I mean,
But then
I
also
mean,
tell him to keep it under wraps. So like you probably should do a little quieter than that, you know. But
it's possible to be that petty for that type of superstar, but
I
yeah, I
mean,
was like,
people
that's
can be.
that's a big type of petty. Like,
That's that 50 pity buying
you,
out 3 rows of seats and shit.
yeah,
Just
you win in petty life games. Like, I get it. All right, fine. But yeah, I just wanted to get that out there because I haven't talked about that yet, and it was that thing in my pocket that like money I haven't spent that I really want to spend.
yeah, that's an interesting twist. When you told me that, I was like, oh, is that like too close to home kind of
So
thing?
close to home.
Like they grew up together, we're best friends, like, and
It was too much to. Yeah, that was a lot. I
yeah.
was like, damn, Mike. Okay, I see you. And
So,
then Larsa was probably like, yo, I'm just marrying into the Jordan fortune. So, I mean,
well, I wonder if Michael, I don't know if he has ever said anything like this, but there's a couple athletes that, or a couple,
Michael doesn't talk. He hasn't said shit.
but there's a couple wealthy athletes and wealthy people. I think Shaq is one of them, and I think Gordon Ramsay might be the other one. That's literally like, I'm rich. Like my kids aren't rich. I'm rich. And when I go, I'm not leaving my kids everything.
Yeah, Michael's never said that.
Oh, okay.
Michael does not say shit.
Yeah.
You didn't see Michael at the white party. You didn't
no, his
see
kids.
Michael.
Marcus has stuff. He has his own shit. He started his own business.
Oh, he did?
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
called the Trophy Room. It's inspired off of some trophy room that his dad has somewhere, but he runs his own thing.
so he's adding, in the words of Eddie Murphy, $71 to
Stop.
$300 billion.
I don't know how well it's doing. I just
Here's
know he's
my
got his own business.
$71. I listen.
So
I don't
what
know.
is it? Like a
I don't remember. Sorry. Uh,
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
well, I'm curious now.
it's
Well,
a
my
store.
bad, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, let me just do this thing.
You push buttons.
Why you got an automatic desk? Your automatic desk just
I'm not sure what this crap is. Close.
Oh, okay.
interesting.
I don't know. I don't know how well it's doing, but it's got his own stuff in it.
Oh, are those all his father's shoes?
These look like Nikes.
Those are Air Jordans.
I was gonna say, I see some.
Yeah,
I see some Air Jordans.
some clothes, some things, some business he started. I'm not sure entirely
Oh,
how
okay.
well this is doing, but here we are.
All right, listen. I mean, he's trying to do his own shit. I'm not mad at it. He doesn't have to, and I'm not mad at him for being like, listen, I don't have to.
Yeah.
Like,
What, the
I can just
Breakfast
run
Club?
Daddy's company, and
Isn't that
it's
like is the Breakfast Club some kind of podcast?
The Breakfast Club?
how
Not the
does
movie. Like, isn't it like a podcast? Called
Yeah.
Breakfast Club?
Yes.
Okay.
Charlemagne the God.
I think they work together with this company.
Oh, Charlotte's in it. Well, then it's probably doing fine. If Charlotte's in
But
it,
Charlemagne's in it, so then
listen,
it's
if
fine.
Charlemagne touches it, it's probably gold. So
Everything's
it's fine.
fine then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess it's more than $71 to his.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think he did it by himself. I think he has
So
his
maybe
hands help him
it's
out.
his $71,000 to his dad's $30 billion. But okay, fine. I get it. I mean, 71. Listen, let's go. But yeah. Anyway,
I guess we'll take it, right?
it's
guess
just
that's a
so.
little
Well, it's more Hampton shit, like rich people problems. I don't know what's happening out there, but God bless you. Peace and love. Like whatever. um but yeah, we were coming on to talk about because something interesting happened last week. I feel like um uh go ahead, babe. You wanna take it or you want me to start it?
No, I mean I can share. So as everybody knows, if you've been listening to us for a while, we're all parents. So
No,
Garrett and
not at
I
all.
have a 6-year-old son, and then Jeff has what is she, 7 now?
She's
Yeah,
about to
stop
be 8.
reminding me. Stop reminding me.
Oh my gosh,
Stop
she's about
reminding
to
me.
be 8?
Yeah, I think she's
Yeah,
about to be
she's
8.
tall.
Woof.
Mhm.
Remember,
So
I beat you, huh? I had a kid first.
you did. You did overachiever over there. I didn't think you were. And then when you told me, I was like, wait, I'm sorry. Can you
Listen,
repeat that? Is this
everyone
real?
said that same line. Like,
Is
hold
this
on.
real? I need you to like slow down and say it again because I don't actually believe it. Um, so we have our son has been was in kindergarten last year and he was in special education. So a year ago, our son was diagnosed with ADHD and severely speech delayed. So Garrett didn't talk until he was in preschool. So
COVID
about
didn't help.
right, about 3.5 is when he really started putting like multiple words together and forming small sentences. He would make noises when he was younger, and obviously, being his parents, we could understand his lingo and knew what he was saying, and a lot of it was pointing, some sign language, and stuff like that. But he was evaluated the first time before he went to preschool because he wasn't talking. So went to preschool, and after being in there for a year, he saw another specialist, and they diagnosed him with ADHD as well as severely speech delayed. So fast forward, he went into kindergarten in special education. It was an 811, and his teacher is to this day phenomenal, and Garrett has been thriving. But throughout last year and this year, there's been constant conversation and suggestions about getting him reevaluated for his IEP and his diagnosis. And one of those tests was an ADOS test. So it's an autism diagnostic something test. It was to
So
evaluate him.
remember, like we can't say like certain words anymore. So if if you get diagnosed with autism, you're on the spectrum.
Yeah.
There's different levels to being diagnosed with autism, but it's just kids are on the spectrum,
Y-
basically.
yeah. So this test it's called an ADOS test. It's an ADOS evaluation. So what they do is they send questions home to us. We answer those questions. They ask his teachers and the people that he's with in school, speech therapists, occupational therapists, his teachers
Okay, wait.
assistants.
So let's just go back for a second. So when we first had him, like everything was just normal to us because we like obviously he was our first kid. So he was just normal to us. Um and then like as time went on, when he was about 2.5, obviously we wanted to put him well, no, I mean honestly, the first time we ever heard it, he was 2.5. We took him to the pediatrician.
Hmm.
And the pediatrician told us that he didn't know enough words. And we kind of pushed back a little bit because we're like, oh, some kids speak quickly, some kids don't. I mean, Jeff, your kid spoke quickly, right?
Um, she did all the gibberish and then into words,
Yeah.
but she had like more interaction with kids and people and everything else. Your
Hmm.
kid had like a year of sitting at home by himself,
Pre-COVID.
which
Yeah, like your
did
kid
help.
was pre-COVID, yeah.
Yeah,
Our
so
kid
my kid
wasn't.
had like all the help. As soon as like everything opened back up, he flew. He took off
No,
in
it's
no
not
time.
even that. It's just that like when we took him, our pediatrician said
How
he doesn't
old
have
was
enough
how old was he when he did the thing?
when he did the pediatrician.
Yeah, like when they said how many words.
I feel like it was every year. You know, at
Yeah.
one they said the same thing, like he should be talking more, and we're like, okay, but he's making sounds, and
He was doing
he
sign
knew
language.
sign language, and he knew the whole alphabet, and he could, count to 10, I think, and at that time, and like he was
I
making noises and stuff.
No, I only recall the one thing we had to do for school when they wanted to like do a test for her and that. I don't know anything else before that.
Mm-hmm.
And they still try to say she didn't know enough.
Yeah.
And we're like, she's fine. She knows plenty. Just send her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which she did know. She just has trouble retaining all the information.
Well, I feel like for me, I pushed back against that because I was like, for me, because I speak a couple languages, understand a couple languages, like, well, he knows, sign language. He knows letters, numbers, shapes, like he knows that stuff. He knows words. Like, what are you talking about? He's fine. Like, and but I had never seen him next to a kid his age that was typical, I guess, if you want to say that.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really understand
Makes sense.
how delayed that he was.
And we also felt like that every 6 months he was making big strides. So when we were like, oh, he's saying more words, oh, he's making more sounds, oh, he's doing more things, it felt like that he was making progress, quote unquote, whatever you want to call it, and
So
was
what the norm is, it's faster.
yeah,
Like to us, it was a normal enough progress to us because it was COVID. We hadn't seen kids his age doing kids his age things.
mm-hmm.
True.
So
And you don't know what the normal rate is for progress. As long as progress is being made, like it's happening.
right, exactly.
Well, I mean, and when he was really young before COVID happened, like I would take him to play dates and I would take him to the free library groups that they offer and whatever. It was just difficult because Garrett never wanted to sit. He always just wanted to be up running around. And a lot of those were like, sit down and read a story, sit down and, play with little hand stuff. And, so for those kids in his age group, it was very much not what he wanted to do. So a lot of it was taking him out and exercising with him and letting him run around and letting him do, that kind of stuff. Like those library groups really kind of weren't a thing.
No,
And
they want to move.
yeah, and then at that point I hadn't really made any like connections with other moms his age, like with kids his age, to be able to set up those regular play dates. And then, then you blink and we're in the midst of COVID where nobody has any sort of interaction, has no sense of community or hanging out or whatever, and we're all just told to stay home. So
Yeah, Jeff, pull up that video just because, like, when
Oh, which one?
the laugh video.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Hey, start checking the chat.
Oh, I have been dozing out over here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
How about check the chat?
Excuse
When
me.
he when he was, I mean, he exhibited everything that
no.
yeah. Everything that little kids of that age do, like he did them. So we, by the time he was 2.5, we didn't, you know what I mean? Like we didn't really understand that anything had happened or that he was behind. Like we didn't know.
Yeah.
So it was just like, and of course like he did everything
kid
that,
thing.
yeah, he did all the boy things. He climbed things. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't,
Yeah.
there was no, you know what I mean? Like it didn't make sense to us at the time. Like he was, yeah, that. He was just, I mean, he wasn't noisy.
Look, I have a kid. I have a video just like this with chocolate cake. I don't
Yeah.
know.
But we didn't understand. So when they started telling us, it was like, what is happening? And then COVID hit and we were stuck in that. And then when he went to,
Oh, you can go down again and go up a little bit. and the one right above me and him with the green hat, there's a video. He's in
Yeah.
the store.
Yeah,
Running?
that
Oh,
was
the sailor walk. Yeah. Yeah, he's moving.
And that was right before he turned a year.
yeah. Good job.
Oh, he moved quick.
He did, yeah.
We just thought he was doing the things. We didn't know anything. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
Okay.
it wasn't really until later that we kind of started to see it.
They
Yeah.
busted out those charts and they were like, "Hey, your kid should be here."
All right, you can take that. You can take that down. Thanks.
I'm moving it. I'm moving it. I'm moving it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but I mean, one of the things that they talk about a lot too is all of a sudden he became a very, very picky eater. Like all of a sudden, like when he first got on food, he would try everything, wanted to try everything, and then all of a sudden it was like he woke up one day and then just was very, very particular on
Yeah.
what he wanted to eat. And that was also something that they asked a lot about was like, what does he eat and textures and try new things. And there's things to this day that he would eat when he was younger that he will not touch. The first one that comes to mind is macaroni and cheese. Like he won't touch it.
Yeah, and for me, it's French fries.
Yeah.
Like he was all about French fries, and now he will not even. He's like, no.
He's not interested at all. So
Oh, word.
yeah.
Oh,
Is it the salt on? No, because he said, "I'm a."
No, we have no idea.
I don't know.
He'll eat tortilla chips.
Does
Yeah.
he eat mashed potatoes?
no.
So I think it's the mashy potato part in his mouth. He a fan of.
I don't think so because mans will eat cottage cheese like it's his job.
Yeah.
Not the same consistency in your mouth.
But it's very
It's got a
similar.
gross mouthfeel. He's not a fan.
Yeah, I don't. So we went through that. We definitely went through the. Oh my God! Stop.
I'm
touching
not.
The
You're
buttons.
touching the buttons
I'm
over
not.
there. The buttons are over there.
I
You're
don't.
touching the buttons over there.
How do I make it?
Go up. There you go.
Just unplug
there.
the whole goddamn desk.
No, like, isn't everything plugged into the desk?
She had a fancy desk, and then
No. The
It
desk has no power. My desk plugs into everything.
Oh,
But yeah, no, we had it just
Some
kind of
challenges.
like flipped on us quick. And I think that when he was 2.5 or 3, when he went into
well, it was right before. It was right before he went into preschool because they did his first evaluation for speech online, like
Yeah.
through a video like this,
it
and
was Zoom.
through Zoom, and they wanted us to keep him seated and in front of the computer, and I'm like, that's obviously
Good
not
luck.
going to happen, but I'll do my best.
There's no way.
So, and then when he actually got into the classroom and they actually met him and saw him and kind of did another like reevaluation or whatever, then they realized that he needed a lot more speech, and so that's when he went into preschool and had all those services in preschool, and then they also got him in OT and PT through his 2 years of being in preschool. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think my my version of it is a little different. Like you definitely took it more personally than me.
oh yeah.
And I think that's a big thing between a birth parent and, a dad or me.
Yeah, and I think, and we've had this conversation before. I think that, oh my God, these videos, it just kills me. Like, it feels like it was yesterday, but then it was so long ago.
Listen, he's physically capable of anything.
It's just,
it's helping him with the social aspect of life right now. That's
I can't believe that. And
Yeah.
that hair where it was like kind of growing in to get curly. And so he had like the one curl on top of his head.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely took it personal, and a lot of it I think has to do with, the things that you read and the things that you see. And there's always side effects to certain things. And, a big part of my pregnancy journey was that I was very sick. I was very, very sick in the beginning of my pregnancy, and I was unable to keep anything down. I couldn't even keep water down. I was so sick.
Oh,
I
I
could
remember. I
I couldn't
remember.
even I couldn't even get off the couch. Like, I was so sick that anytime that I moved, I just was throwing up, and it got so bad to the point where I had to go to the hospital and get pumped with 2 full bags of fluid because I was so dehydrated. And so I had to have that conversation with the doctor of like, I can't keep anything down. It is unhealthy for me and my baby to not be able to keep anything down, at least to stay hydrated. And so I had to make the decision to get on medicine to help me, and of course, part of the side effects can be, um disorders or diseases or limitations or all these type of things, and I had to make that difficult decision to get on medicine
Yeah, well,
to be healthy.
you had to eat.
Yeah.
There's no way that you weren't going to be able to eat.
Mhm. So I think that when this conversation started to happen, and the doctors and the pediatricians and the specialists all were like, we think he should get evaluated. We think he should get evaluated. I felt very personal for that, almost like I was the reason that he is this way, and I
He's
took it.
not anyway. He's on the spectrum, but all that means of him being on the spectrum is that he just needs extra help.
Yeah.
He's no different. He like it is just, what did you say? It's just information.
Yeah, and I know that, and I believe that now, but that took a lot of personal self-work that I had to do, and really saying I just used to take everything so personal, and like I did something wrong. I could have stopped this. I could have been better at this. I could have just figured it out. I could have this, I could have that. And through my own work on myself, this is information. If this came up a year ago,
Yeah.
I would not be where I am right now, and we would have not been able to receive this exactly for what it is, which is it's information. One of the things that when we did finally decide to reach out to the school and get this evaluation done for him, the teachers came back and were like, what's your point? Why do you want to do this? And with confidence and ease and clarity, it was for information,
Yeah.
just to get more information so that Garrett can continue to get the services and more support, and to continue to build his tribe and his village to grow and thrive, which is what this year of kindergarten has done for him. And I don't think if it was for also not even just my own personal stuff, me, and then you, and then us together as a couple, and also the school that he was in this year, like the school that he was in this year and the teachers and the advocates that he had with him this year really helped change the trajectory of where we are right
Yeah.
now with
Oh,
this information.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's just a matter of not being afraid to find out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's like, oh, go fuck around and find out. Yeah, please go find out. Like, just go find out. You know, it, he's no different. He's the same kid. He's
Mm-hmm.
just playing sports. He's going to school. He's doing all the things. It's just a matter of what help is out there for him to be able to figure it out. Like, half of me is like, half the typical people have no coping skills whatsoever. All we're doing is trying to help our kid have coping skills
Mm-hmm.
and be able to like face what's coming at them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it
doesn't change.
it doesn't change anything.
It doesn't change who he is.
No,
it doesn't.
He's
Still
and
the
same loving kid with the, I want to give hugs and I want to, I want to go play with my friends and I want to go jump around and do things and try things and jump off crap. Like that's who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And he likes it and he's fine and he learns things like how not to wake us up in the morning and just come crawl into the room and be like, I'm awake.
Oh, you mean
Like,
instead of screaming
instead
from
of being
across
like,
the room,
"Mommy!"
which
Yeah,
he
like,
used to do
wow.
all the time, like all the freaking time.
Like a
And
professional.
yeah,
Hey, Jeff,
Nope.
check the chat.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just looking at your Instagram, not actually looking at the chat. Just listening to you guys ramble on over there.
Killing my life, bro.
Yeah. Shoot a text.
Yeah.
Make the
I
phone buzz a
know.
little bit.
What are you talking? Shoot a text? I'd be like this.
just to the
Yeah.
top of her forehead, top of her head.
Oh my god! But yeah, no,
Let's see. I'm sorry. I'm bad at this game today, guys.
it's all right.
Apparently,
It's a long
Competitive
day.
ass parents
oh boy,
playing competitive ass games.
That's what I'm saying. Like he does the things. Like he knows how to. Like he'll mess you up at Uno.
Ugh,
You know what I
man,
mean?
this man's. I don't know. Do we
Like-
and
have a game?
Skippo.
Yeah, Skippo, Uno.
What are the games you got? What do I got in
Back
here?
down, bro.
I just opened the page real quickly.
You're not helping.
Listen, I didn't know we were doing this just now. I just saw your message. I'm sorry.
Okay, never mind. You're dying.
I
It's
know,
dying.
right? It's great.
Yeah.
Killed it.
We're good.
Nah,
I only opened like
Those
16 videos in the process of
Dying.
those pictures.
scrolling. Loving it. Loving it, boys.
Oh man, but yeah,
Mint.
I mean, there's so many parts of this, and I'm sure we'll get into it again. But and especially with where he's at right now, which
Oh, my kid will be here soon.
yeah, he's gonna get to play with your kid and not be an only child for 5 minutes, so that'll be good too.
Mm-hmm.
An only child for 5 whole minutes.
Yeah, well, I mean a month, but
Yeah, pretty much.
he'll have to learn lots of things. Oh yeah, that was good. That
Look at his hair. It's so
I
bright.
know.
Bro,
Jeez, it
bro.
was just go bright then. I didn't forgot how bright
There's
his
a
hair was.
legit
Yep,
blonde fro. Go find that somewhere.
those curls.
Yeah, man.
Never again will you have those curls.
Yeah, you will.
So
Well,
sad.
not
No-
that.
no,
not that
not those
bouncy.
ones. Yeah.
No.
And we didn't want to cut him, but he wouldn't let us put his hair in a ponytail, and he hated that one curl that was just down right there. Yeah, the
Right for his
picture of both of us.
face.
Yep,
Mhm.
yep,
That's blocking his view.
yep.
He's like, Mom, I can't see nothing.
Yeah, my man. Yeah, pull that one up. Go up one.
This one?
No, go up.
This one.
Yeah, pull that up. Yeah,
Dude,
That's
that
when he just started getting curly.
yeah, yeah.
Oof. Look at that
And
guy.
he was all good with it except for
That is
that one
going
curl.
everywhere.
Little curls. Yep,
Okay.
Man's had a fro.
yep.
Doing the best. What is this?
Oh, yeah. This is what I wanted you to pull up initially, but it's all good.
I mean, hey, you didn't.
Yeah,
specify.
it was just him figuring it out. He didn't know what to do, but
He got some strong little arms.
yeah, you know what? He figured it out, and he was super pumped about it until he hit his head, and then he was mad.
He forgot to look up.
Boom! Oh, that's
Mom, what
tough.
happened?
Mom,
He
What
stood up
happened?
too fast. He didn't know how tall he was.
Mom.
They usually forget how tall they are.
Yep, yep.
What
Oh,
happened here?
goodness.
Please explain this. What happened here?
Oh, we bought him.
I'm sorry.
We bought him a drum set, and he decided to sit in it without the top on, and then he couldn't get out
He got himself stuck.
because
Oh.
his booty's too big, and he got stuck,
He
and
turtled
then he started
himself.
to cry, and it was
Okay.
funny, so I
Good.
took a picture.
Good. I mean, you made sure he wasn't dying. Like, well, he's not dying.
No,
so
he's
now we
supposed
gotta
to
get a picture.
decide.
You definitely gotta get
He
a picture of
just-
this now.
He sat in a drum, and he got stuck, and then listen.
Okay. No, it's
Go
fair.
through.
That's a fair thing. What's happening here? Beach stuff.
Yeah,
Yep.
Beach stuff. Beach stuff. Ball stuff.
I just wanted to show my wife in a bikini.
yeah. He really.
I
He
wasn't
really
even
did.
looking. I was
Just
looking at
wanted
baby
to show
stuff.
my wife in a bikini.
That's fine.
Mhm. Yep,
Whatever.
all the time. Love it.
That was me.
Unbelievable.
Power to the lesbians. But
Oh, you guys are so ridiculous.
but
So ridiculous.
yes.
He's not playing enough games, guys. Get more games
Right,
to this
get
boy.
off. I didn't want any of this because you
Hey,
didn't read the chat. It's fine.
hey. I read it. This thing needs to make a sound. We need to have a sound for this chat.
A ding.
You need a sound for the chat. All right, guys. I love you to death. We'll get back on this again.
Until next
'cause
time, when more
it's an
kids are
important
around,
topic,
they'll
but
be around.
yeah,
All the kids.
it's something, and the most important thing is like it. There's no one to blame. Like
no.
it's not a
You just got to
blame
work with what you
situation.
got.
So
I mean, my kid, all the normal stuff, she just can't remember anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your kid over here can like pick a date on the calendar and know exactly what day it is.
true.
Excuse me.
Also true.
Freaking
So
memorizing
Yeah, and
different words in the world.
we're all raising kids in the post-COVID. Like,
So-
and that's also something that we need to give ourselves a little credit on. And also we have to be more aware of what's going on and, you know, whether there are disabilities, challenges, or, you know, on paper, like everybody's dealing with the fact of trying to get back into some sort of normalcy since COVID. We all have issues dealing with people now all of a sudden because
They want
because
to
COVID put us in our houses for
off
2 years,
on
like,
your face directly
you
at
know,
you.
and
Like, back
social
up, man.
media and all that kind of stuff and whatever. And we're just trying to navigate the best that we can. And,
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
keep them safe from the weirdos out there
yeah, for
that
sure.
want to
So-
touch your baby at the store.
oh my god. Don't even.
That lady. You
Ugh.
wanted to touch your baby?
Oh, you mean the one that tried to crawl into the stroller? You mean
Yeah.
that one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, when he was younger and we were at a store and this woman decided to she decided she was going to try to unbuckle him from his stroller and take him out. And I literally put my hand on her forehead and I was like, we don't do that. I'm sorry, we don't do that.
No, my wife mushed her in her face. Like she likes to say it very calmly or whatever, but it was a big.
We know what
was-
happened.
She's
know.
like,
it was.
she's like, he's so cute though. I'm like, yes, we still don't pick him
It
up.
was like palm to
What?
forehead, and after that, she was like, "We need to get a shirt that says." Don't touch the baby.
Don't touch my baby.
Like I was like,
And I
Oh.
looked at you and I was like, she's lucky we really, really like this store. This is one of our favorite stores. So because I would not be coming back.
Yeah,
Like,
she
and I
would-
would go to the manager and
and that was pre-COVID. There was no
Yeah.
bug out there at all, and my wife was like, "No, don't touch my child."
listen, it's this whole misconception that it's like the world feels entitled to touch pregnant women and to touch babies that are not theirs. And I don't understand why. And I didn't really understand it before, but being a pregnant woman and having a child,
Oh,
it's like
Yeah,
you have a
rub your
belly and the
belly.
world is like,
Rub it.
oh, that's mine. I can touch that. You would have never talked to me. You would have never came up to me. You would have never approached me and you would have never have touched my person. And now because I have a stomach, I have a belly with a baby in it, you're like, oh, I have a right to that. You don't.
Yeah.
And then the same thing with a baby in a stroller. I would never walk up to another woman's stroller and try to reach in and pick up their baby. You can see it from afar and be like, your baby is beautiful, you know, or like now with my son, he loves to like look at babies and see kids and whatever. And I teach him like you can't run up on somebody the same way you can't run up on a dog. Like you can see the dog from a distance, but you can't run up on a dog or run up on people or anything like that. But it's like, God, when women get pregnant and there's young babies, the world is like,
there's no boundaries.
I'm
There's no boundaries.
completely entitled to that and I deserve to touch that and that's mine. And not with me.
I mean, I think a lot of people are like that. But yeah, it's challenging out there.
Yeah, the entitlement is. I mean, I won't just
But,
say it. People think they're entitled to pregnant women. People think they're entitled to women, and people think they're entitled to celebrities, and people think they're entitled to a
Tons of
crap
celebrities.
load of stuff, and all of it is inappropriate. So,
We
Yeah.
protect them the best we can.
and we do things, and
Set them up
out
for
here
their
trying to
life.
live this life. So,
Oh man.
but all right, guys, love you. Thank you for coming on, and we'll do it again.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.